discover a new oil field offshore in some of the little bit of territory that they have left, just to the northeast of this island here.
Oil, the lifeblood of our modern world. But what if we told you a country just unearthed a massive hidden reserve? Buckle up, because in this episode, we're diving deep into Kuwait's recent discovery of a giant oil field. This find could be a game changer, not just for Kuwait, but for the global energy landscape. So is this a black gold rush in the making? Let's find out. Imagine finding a hidden treasure chest overflowing with gold coins in your backyard. That's kind of what this discovery feels like for Kuwait. They've been exploring for oil for decades, but this new field, Al-Nokhatha, seems almost mythical in its scale. Geologists believe this hidden reservoir has been there for millions of years, waiting to be tapped. Now, with advanced technology and exploration techniques, they've finally unlocked its secrets. The initial estimates suggest the field covers an area of roughly 96 square kilometers. That's about the size of a small city. This discovery wasn't just a lucky happenstance either. Kuwait's oil company, KPC, has been strategically investing in exploration efforts for years. They've been utilizing cutting-edge seismic surveys and drilling techniques to probe deeper and further than ever before. Their dedication and perseverance paid off in a big way, and it could have significant ripple effects throughout the region. Oil isn't created equal. Think of it like different grades of coffee. Some are strong and bitter, requiring a lot of work to transform them into a smooth cup. Others are like that, perfectly balanced, light roast, easy to brew and yielding a delightful flavor. That's exactly what makes the oil in Al-Nokhatha so special. Experts are calling it light, sweet crude. Imagine this: thick, black oil that's surprisingly light and low in sulfur content. This sweetness refers to the minimal refining needed to turn it into usable products like gasoline and diesel. It's like that perfect cup, needing minimal effort for maximum reward. For oil refineries, this is a dream come true. Heavy, dense crude requires complex and expensive refining processes. Light, sweet crude, on the other hand, is like skipping straight to the delicious part. Refineries can process it more efficiently, translating into significant cost savings and less environmental impact. So not only is there a massive amount of oil in Al-Nokhatha, but it's also of exceptional quality. This double win makes the discovery even more exciting for Kuwait and the global oil market. Imagine a country whose economic engine runs on oil. That's Kuwait. For decades, their economy has been heavily reliant on exporting this black oil. The discovery of Al-Nokhatha is like finding a new fuel tank for that engine, one brimming with potential. This windfall could be a game changer for Kuwait. The additional revenue generated from selling this oil could flow into various sectors of the economy. Think of it as rain nourishing a thirsty land. Funds could be directed towards improving infrastructure, like building new roads, bridges, and hospitals. Social programs like education and healthcare could also see a boost. This discovery could also open doors for diversification. Kuwait can use this newfound financial security to invest in other industries and develop a more well-rounded economy. Imagine a future where Kuwait isn't solely reliant on oil, but thrives on a mix of sectors, creating a more stable and prosperous future for its citizens. Of course, there's a strategic element at play too. This new oil field strengthens Kuwait's position within the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC. As a major oil producer, Kuwait can have a significant influence on global oil prices. The discovery of Al-Nokhatha gives them more leverage on the international energy market. The economic implications of this discovery are vast. It has the potential to be a boon for Kuwait, boosting their economy, fostering development, and solidifying their position in the global energy landscape. However, we can't talk about oil exploration without acknowledging the elephant in the room: the environment. While the discovery of Al-Nokhatha is undoubtedly exciting news for Kuwait, it comes with a responsibility to be mindful of the potential environmental impact. Extracting and processing oil can leave a dark stain on the environment. Leaks and spills can devastate marine ecosystems, polluting delicate habitats and harming wildlife. The refining process can also release harmful pollutants into the air, contributing to smog and respiratory problems. Kuwait will need to tread carefully as they develop this new oil field. Sustainable practices should be a top priority. Investing in cutting-edge technology that minimizes spills and emissions is crucial. Utilizing techniques like horizontal drilling and enhanced oil recovery can help extract more oil with less environmental damage. The world is also looking towards a greener future. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power are becoming increasingly viable alternatives. While Al-Nokhatha provides a secure source of energy in the short term, Kuwait would be wise to invest in these renewable options for the long run. The discovery presents an opportunity for Kuwait to strike a balance. They can leverage this oil wealth to invest in a sustainable future, funding research and development of clean energy technologies. Imagine a Kuwait that's not just an oil giant, but a leader in the transition towards a cleaner, greener future. The path forward won't be easy. There will be challenges and tough decisions, but the discovery of Al-Nokhatha can be a catalyst for positive change, propelling Kuwait towards a more sustainable and prosperous future. The story of Al-Nokhatha is far from over. The coming years will reveal how Kuwait develops the resource, how the global market reacts, and most importantly, how they navigate the transition towards a more sustainable future. Will they become a leader in clean energy, or will they remain tethered to the black gold? This discovery presents both challenges and opportunities, and the choices Kuwait makes will have a lasting impact on their nation and the world. The discovery could lead to a reshuffling of the global oil deck. Other oil-producing nations will be closely watching how Kuwait develops Al-Nokhatha and how it impacts global oil prices. Will it lead to a temporary glut, or will it simply meet the ever-increasing demand for energy? Only time will tell. This discovery also serves as a stark reminder of our reliance on fossil fuels. While Al-Nokhatha offers a secure energy source in the near future, it's not a long-term solution. The world is on a path towards cleaner energy sources, and the pressure to develop and adopt renewable alternatives will only intensify. The discovery could be a catalyst for Kuwait to become a leader in this transition. The newfound oil revenue can be used to invest in solar, wind, and other renewable technologies. Imagine a future where Kuwait isn't just an oil giant, but a pioneer in the clean energy revolution. The discovery of Al-Nokhatha isn't just an economic windfall. It has significant geopolitical implications as well. Kuwait sits in a strategically important region, bordering Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Iran, all major oil producers. This discovery strengthens Kuwait's position within OPEC, giving them more leverage in negotiations and potentially influencing global oil prices. However, it could also heighten regional tensions. Neighboring countries might view Al-Nokhatha as a resource to be competed for, potentially leading to political and economic maneuver. Kuwait will need to navigate these delicate relationships carefully to ensure stability and cooperation within the region. The international community will also be watching closely. The discovery could impact global energy security, and countries heavily reliant on oil imports may seek to establish stronger ties with Kuwait. This could lead to new alliances and partnerships in the ever-evolving geopolitical landscape. In conclusion, the discovery of Al-Nokhatha is a complex event with far-reaching consequences. It's a story about economics, environment, and geopolitics, and its ramifications will be felt for years to come. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks for watching.